This is Tom Dahl with the DTS Work From Home blog, and today I want to teach you how to do keyword research. I'm actually going to teach you how to use two different tools. One is the Google Keyword Planner, which is free, and then the second tool I'm going to show you does have a cost associated with it, but I'm going to show you how to use it anyway because it's quite a bit different from the Google Keyword Planning tool. But before I do that, the thing I want to talk about, I just cannot tell you enough. I don't have the words to express to you the importance of good keyword research. Keyword research is the foundation. Good keyword research is the foundation of your business. I don't care what kind of business you have, what product you have, what service you have. You might have the best product or service in the world. You might have it at the best cost in the world. I mean, you may have the best of the best of the best in the entire world, and nobody will ever know, and no one will ever care, and no one will ever buy anything unless they can find your website. So when we're talking about online marketing your business online, one thing that is absolutely fundamental to being successful with online marketing is that you do keyword research, and then you have a good keyword research tool. I'll talk about that a little bit more. And I'm not an avid fisherman. I was thinking this morning, how I might explain this, and this idea came to mind. And I'm not a real avid fisherman. I like to fish. I grew up, fishing, and grew up on the coast and did some fishing then too. But these days, I mean, I don't own a boat, or I don't even go fishing once a year. But the idea that came to my mind to explain to you is keyword research is like a underwater radar for fish. A fish search tool, if you will. You go out on a lake in a boat, you see people on the water, they're fishing all over a huge lake, you don't know where to go, and you're just throwing in your line and you're hoping to catch a fish. You just really have no idea where the fish are, what you're doing, right? But then they have the fishing fish finders, right, which is essentially an underwater radar tool for fish. And now you're seeing under the water, and you can see where schools of fish are, and when you pass your boat over a location, hey, there's fish here. Now you can drop your line in and start fishing, and you're going to have some pretty good success because you found the fish. And keyword research, I'm sorry if that doesn't strike a chord with all of you, but keyword research is kind of like that. If you want to get online, the internet is huge. It's like being not out on a lake, but out on the ocean. And somewhere in that ocean, there are some fish that you want to catch, right? The truth is that on the internet, and one of the things I love about online marketing is that there are people out there right now looking for you. You don't know it, right? But there are people right now who are looking for you. They are looking for the product or the service that you want to offer, or something similar to it. You just have to find them. Once you find them, and they know where you are, they start lining up at your door. It really is, on one hand, it's that easy. It's that simple. The idea is simple. Now, there's work to do it. Don't get confused between saying something's easy and that you're going to just go out and make $1 million tomorrow. That's not it at all. You have to learn skills and be able to do the online marketing, and you have to have the right tools. But the idea is there are people looking for you right now. And you need to be able to find them. And keyword research is your fish radar, right? It is a tool that's going to show you where your customers are on the internet. It's going to show you how to find them. And it's really even better than a fish radar, because with a fish radar, right, all you really know, a fish finder, I keep saying fish radar. With a fish finder, all you really know is there's some fish down below your boat at some point. You don't know if they're bass, if it's catfish, if it's perch, or if it's trout, or whatever kind of fish you might be fishing for. So you throw in your line, you don't know what's going to come up. But with keyword research, you can get down to the nitty-gritty detail, and you can find exactly the people who are looking for you, looking for your product, looking for your business, looking for your service. And that's really the place you want to be in. So it doesn't matter, again, what other online marketing tools you have. It doesn't matter how great your website is. If you don't do really good keyword research, and I cannot express this enough, if you don't do good keyword research and find your niche market, that place where you're going to fit in with everyone else, and I'll explain more about that in detail a little bit later, and also in the post itself. your business isn't going to go anywhere. It's really that important. So if there's anything to really dig into, if there was really anything to spend some time on, learn how to do it, get the right tools to do it, keyword research is foundational to your business. Without it, nothing else really matters. It really is that important. So with that said, I'm not going to keep beating that dead horse. I'll get off my soapbox, but I really wanted you to understand how important keyword research is. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So right now what I'm going to do, the first thing we're going to do is show you how to use the Google Keyword Planner. And now I'm already on the site. What I would tell you is you can search in Google. Just go to Google, search Google Keyword Planner. It's actually under AdWords. If you look up here in the browser search bar here, it's adwords.google.com. It's an AdWords. It's actually a tool in Google AdWords. But if you search for Google Keyword Planner, it's going to come up. Now, one thing that is a little bit specific, or well, let's say specific, one detail about using the Keyword Planner is you have to have an account with Google. So you have to set up an AdWords account, and that means you're going to have to put a credit card on file. You don't ever have to spend any money. Okay, it is a free planning tool, but you do have to set up the AdWords account. So if you don't have an AdWords account, you're not going to be able to use the Keyword Planner. But when you set up your AdWords account, now let's see if I can back out of here. I'll hopefully go to the right place. Come on. When you set up your AdWords account, this is pretty much your main screen. This is where you put all together your ad campaigns. And you're going to have to go through and create one ad and put in some credit card, debit card information, but you never have to use it. And you can see right down here, I have a campaign number 2, and I've got a budget of $15 a day. It says it's eligible, but it's not turned on. If you look at this here at the top, it says none of your ads are running. They're either paused or removed. So you can put in the ad, you can start a campaign and never actually turn it on. But they will require your credit card information. I've had a Google AdWords account for, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 years, and they've never charged my debit card unless I actually ran a campaign with them. So this is the screen where you should be. This is where we're going to start out. Once you get your Google AdWords account, it's going to bring you here. This is where you set up your campaigns, and right here you have this area called Tools, and you're going to click on Tools and then come down and select the Keyword Planner. So now the screen opens up. Just ignore this. This is going to keep telling me my ads aren't running. I know my ads aren't running and I can't make it go away. But it's going to say, well, where do you want to start? You're going to want to find new keywords and get search volume data. That's what you're looking for. So you're in this section here, searching for new keywords using a phrase, a website, or category. And you want to open that up. And now it just says enter one or more of the following, your products or services. So I'm going to start out just as an example with the word fishing pole. Now you could put multiple search terms in here. Just if you want to put, these are keyword phrases. If you wanted to put in another one, you know, rod and reel, you could put as many phrases in here as you want to. I'm not going to do that. I just want you to know it's something that is available. And I guess I should say I'm using fishing pole just as an example. But when you were, and this is actually has more to do with picking out your niche, right? Your niche is just that place where you're going to fit in the market. What is that special service, special product, special tool that you have that you're going to offer everyone that they're going to want to come to you for? And I'll talk to you more about that. But you really need to take, and just for the purposes of keyword research, you can take anything, whatever you like. If you want to sell Barbie dolls, you can do keyword research on Barbie dolls. And I'm just going to show you a few different terms that I just kind of pulled out of the air and said I'll just check these out, see what happens. And then I'll also show you some MLM for those of you that are involved in network marketing and MLM, some online companies and some ways you can look for information for them as well. But in this case, I'm just going to look for a fishing pole, right? That's pretty generic, pretty common. I went down and clicked the Get Ideas button. Now here it is. This is my phrase fishing pole, right? And here's the result. There's 10,000 to 100,000 searches on average every month for the term fishing pole. And what you want to do here is that this number, when you look at these numbers, 10,000 to 100,000, that's forget this number high right here, but that is a kind of a high number. That means there's going to be a lot of competition for these terms, and it tells you the competition is high for this term because it's general, it's vague. What you really want, if you can, what you want to be able to put in is what are called long-tailed keywords. That's a keyword phrase of 3 words or more. 3 words or more. Now there might be a rare occasion when you only need to use 1 word or 2 words, but generally speaking, you want to put in a long-tailed keyword phrase. Again, that's at least 3 words or more in your keyword phrase. Now if you look, and again, there's a lot of you'll also notice what I'm going to show you is when you search for these things from Google, you're going to find out there are a lot of resources, and we'll talk about that as well. Because once you actually have a term you want to look for, another thing you want to do is be able to go to Google. This is another page. And I want to use quotes. Always put your search term, when you're doing keyword research, always put your search term in quotes. If you don't, it pulls up every resource on Google that has to do with that term. So if I just type in fishing pole, I don't know what's going to come up. We'll see. I can only imagine. 6 million. If you look here, there are 6,610,000 results for fishing pole. So that's huge. To get into that, to get to the goal of all this, maybe I have my information out of order, but the goal is to get one of the top spots in Google, right? And I'm going to explain how to do that. But the goal is that you want your website, your blog, your post, your article, your whatever. In this, I mean, preferably you want the #1 spot, right? You may not have, if there's an ad, you're not going to have it. And you can see BassPro.com has #1 here. Amazon has a 2nd spot. You know, Walmart has a 3rd. That's going to be some tough competition to beat, right? And there's 6 million results out there. But if we put it into quotes, let's see how many. Now we're talking about fishing poles again. And that same competition is going to still be there, but look, it went from 6 million results to 432,000. That's pretty huge. And that's the kind of thing you're looking for. You don't want to put your keyword phrase in here to look for Google and not put the quotes on it, but you want to know how many resources there are, because just for this method, generally speaking, you don't want this number to be over 100,000. Okay, and there's going to be a correlation between this number, the number of results, and this number, the number of average monthly searches. So if you look at here, there's 10,000 to 100,000 searches per month, right? And there's 432,000 results on Google. And again, here's now Amazon's #1, Walmart's #2, Bass Pro's #3. They've switched spots now, looking for this specific term, fishing pole, but this is just way too generic, right, for you to even try to get into. Again, it's only 2 words. You'd rather have that 3-word long-tailed keyword, and you'd like to have your results here at 100,000 or less. Now, and this is actually, the information I'm giving you is from a lady named Lisa Torres. I don't want to steal her information or anything like that. I learned it from her. I'm passing it on to you. She likes to keep this number here, the number of average monthly searches, and you'll see all these are high. These are 10K to 100K. A lot of them are. There's some 1,000 to 10K. She would like to see this at 100. This number to be 100 or higher, 100 or higher. So all of these would fit in that range. There might be. I mean, it says there's 700 different keyword phrases here. If you look down at the bottom, 700 phrases, and you can just go page to page to page and look. But you can also arrange them. You can by alphabetically. I don't want to do that at this moment, but like right here, here's one that's 100 to 1K. You can actually get it down to 10 to 100. Google always goes in ranges, right? So in this case, for fishing gear online, this is 100 to 1,000 searches per month. You know, Ms. Torres says, you know, this is the lowest she would ever go. And for your results, you always want them to be 100,000 or less. And if you can meet those 2 criteria, 100 or greater in your search results, and then under 432,000, let me see, 100 or greater in your average monthly searches and 100,000 or less in your search results, you can dominate this space. You can be number 1 or number 2 up in this space to find what people are looking for. And that's big, okay? But I'll tell you, there's also no problem with going a little bit lower, the 10K to 1K, and I'll show you why in a minute. But in this case, right now we were looking for a fishing pole, and we're looking to see, am I still on page 2? I mean, if I did, I want to go back. Yeah, I'm looking at page 30. So I want to go back to the first page. So let's see. When we started out, these are pretty big. I already know, looking at this, is 10,000 to 100,000. Those are high. There's going to be a lot of search results. I don't know, whether I can compete on that level or not. But if I'm scrolling down, right here is a telescopic fishing rod. Now that's specific. That's a long-tailed keyword, right? It's very specific. It's telling you what kind of rod exactly they're looking for. It's not a saltwater rod. It's not a collapsible rod. It's not a freshwater rod. It's not a cane pole. It's not a rod and reel. It is a telescopic fishing rod, right? So that's very specific, and that's in this 1,000. So every month, average monthly searches, every month 1,000 to 10,000 people are looking for a telescopic fishing rod. So if you like fishing and you want to sell fishing rods, all you really have to do is set up a blog or some other type of site where you sell telescopic fishing rods. And what's great about an online business is you don't have to own any telescopic fishing rods. You can set up as an affiliate with Amazon and then use your link to get to telescopic fishing rods, and you can have 1,000 to 10,000 people hitting your site every month looking for telescopic fishing rods, going through your affiliate link and buying them off of Amazon, and all you did was set up an article or a blog post or page to get on the screen. So we want to go up here now, back to the searches. Let's just see what's out here now. And I can already tell you there's not going to be 400,000 resources for telescopic fishing rod because that number was so small. Now here's something that's interesting. Now when you type in telescopic, and I'm using quotes, you can see I'm using quotes here, Google starts to put in the information that people are looking for. So this is another hint that can give you an idea for a niche market, right? People are looking for the telescopic fishing rod. They're looking for telescopic mascara. Now I don't know, I don't have any idea what telescopic mascara is, but I can tell you it sounds like people are looking for it. And it looks like people are looking for a telescopic camper van. Never even heard of that, but people are searching for it, or a telescopic camper. So there's now, just typing in this term telescopic, it's shown us 4 different potential niches that we could look at. But I'm going to go ahead and finish it out. I want to put in, and if I click this, it's going to lose my quote, so I'm going to type it in there. Telescopic fishing rod, and then hit enter. Well, now it's telling me 660,000 results for telescopic fishing rod. Now that surprises me. I would have thought at that lower number there would have been less results, but there are a lot of results out there for now it doesn't mean you still can't, well, that's a pretty high level from using this method, trying to stay under 100,000 on these results and using your your long-tailed keyword and staying under where did I go? Under 1,000 to 10,000 hits a month. Well, I could tell you if we went to that site that, well, I'll show you again. Let's go back down here to the bottom. Find whatever this other term was. It was 100 fishing gear online as 100 to 1K. So let's take a look at that. And just while we're here, before I leave, telescopic fishing rod, Amazon has it right here. Telescopic fishing rod, you can set up an affiliate account with Amazon and be selling telescopic fishing rods without ever having to have any inventory. Online business is great, and that's one of the reasons. You don't have to have any inventory to sell. So I'm going to go here, and we looked at, it was online fishing gear, I think was what that 3-tailed keyword phrase, I say 3-tailed, I get the 3 in my mind. The long-tailed keyword phrase was online. I think it was online fishing gear. Let's go back and check just to be sure. Yep, or fishing gear online. You want to use the exact same term, fishing gear online. All right, hit search. Now there you go. Now we're under 100,000. There's 23,800 results for fishing gear online. So again, those numbers do correspond. Whether if it's 100 to 1K, again, if it's 10K, or excuse me, 10 to 100, there's going to be very few results. 100, but this is saying, you know, there's 100 to 1,000 people that are looking for fishing gear online each month. So if you wanted, you know, same thing, you could have an affiliate account with Amazon, and you could sell fishing gear, fishing tackle through a blog post, an article, that type of thing, and you really wouldn't have much competition with fishing gear online. Okay, because that shows you how many results there are. Now I want to show you too. So that's using fishing gear, using a fishing pole. And this just came to my, again, and I'm just picking out words. I don't have any agenda. I thought, well, let's look for sweater. Honestly, I don't even like sweaters because I get hot. Maybe you like sweaters. You want to sell sweaters. You can get an affiliate program with Amazon or some other company, and you can sell sweaters. And it tells you, I would have never believed this, right? But there's 100,000 to 1 million people looking for a sweater every month. Really? And it's saying it's medium competition. But again, this is, you know, this is too vague of a term, just sweater. But you could have a blog named, you know, the sweater blog, or, you know, the DTS sweater blog, or the Tom Dahl sweater blog, or the this is my, you know, sweaterblog.com. Some kind of name for your blog that has the general keyword in it. You know, if we were using the fishing pole example previously, I might have a blog name called, you know, the DTS fishing pole blog, or Tom Dahl's fishing pole blog. But what you want when you name your blog, and I'll be talking about, well, I talk about blog posting in the post that where you found this video, but you want to name your blog a general term, because your general term is going to be a canopy, right, of things that you're going to be able to write about. If you make your blog you want it to have the keyword in it so that Google sees it and understands when they look at this blog, they know, oh, this is about fishing gear, or this is about fishing poles. If they said, well, this is about, I may say, you know, the Tom Dahl winter clothing blog. Well, I could write about sweaters, I could write about coats, I could write about whatever. If you want to call it the, you know, the Tom Dahl sweater blog, then you could write about all different kinds of sweaters and you know, those types of things. So you really want to, when you're thinking about setting up your blog site, you really want to make sure that whatever it is that you're interested in, and it's really whatever, like sweaters, whatever you like, you know, whatever business you want to be in, you want to make sure that that name, right, is included in your blog, and then you can write about specific topics under that. So if I had the fishing pole blog, then I could write a post about the telescopic fishing rod, and then that would start hitting. In this case, I'm looking at a sweater, and again, same thing. There's 100,000 to 1 million hits or searches every month for cardigan. Apparently, a lot of people like cardigan, right? But then they get even lower. Here you got 10 to 100,000 sweaters for women, a cardigan sweater, oversized sweaters, women's sweaters, and again, these are general terms. I think if you went and looked for the results on women's sweaters, there's going to be a ton of results, right? Just like before. All right. Well, I guess I should have put an apostrophe in it, so they want to see it. But again, here it tells you, so when you're looking at, so it's giving you some other ideas, women's ski sweaters, a women's long cardigan. I don't even know what that is, a long cardigan sweater, a women's oversized sweaters. These are things that women are looking for, right? These are the keyword phrases. Google is telling you this is what they're looking for. But at this rate here, I want to look and see, well, how many results do you have? 423,000. So again, that's pretty high. You could have an affiliate account at Amazon, and you could sell sweaters. But it's going to be very hard for you to get up in the top, you know, 2 or 3 spots here with Google with this 423,000 results out there. But you know, they mentioned Here's a long sweater. Here's now cardigan sweaters for women. That's and I think we saw something similar to that come up. Let's look at that. Cardigan sweaters for women, 1,000 to 10,000 hits. Cardigan sweaters for women. And this still may be high, remember, because it's at 1,000 to 10,000 range. Cardigan sweaters. And it tells you cardigan sweaters for women. It pops it in. Again, don't hit that. Make sure it stays inside the quotes. And we'll see how many results there are. Even more, 989,000 results. So there's a big market. There's a lot of competition out there for cardigan sweaters for women. So I probably want to use that. Now, even though it says it's only 1,000 to 10,000 hits a month, that'd be great if I could get in there. But with 989,000 results, that might be, it's not under 100,000. So I wonder if I'm just trying to see if there's something else we could go to. 1K. Well, I'm gonna move on, so I don't want to waste your time. So I wanted to show you a couple things. Now, if you're in a business, now it might be whatever. It doesn't have to be multi-level marketing. It doesn't have to be network marketing. I'm using that as an example, something that I'm involved in and I'm familiar with. But it could be any online business, and you want to do some keyword research. But let's say you're with Mary Kay. Mary Kay is a very well-known, women's cosmetics organization. They use network marketing. So if I said, well, how to join Mary Kay? Now this is really specific. So if you are a Mary Kay representative and you want to grow your business, that is 5 words that's very specific to your business. So when you look at this and say, well, this is people that want to join Mary Kay, right? So how many? Well, how to join Mary Kay? Well, here you go. Now this is where Lisa Torres and our methods might change a little bit. Because Lisa, she said she didn't want to do 10. She wants it to be a minimum of 100. Now if you look at Mary Kay, right, Mary Kay by itself, very high, 1 million to 10 million in searches, because it's looking at everything that has Mary Kay in it. Mary Kay products, now you're looking at 10,000 to 100,000. That's going to be a lot of results there, right? But then you have Mary Kay online, 1K to 10K. Here's even lower, right? Selling Mary Kay, 100 to 1K. So obviously there's 100 to 1,000 people every month that want to know how to sell Mary Kay. But back to my example here, how to join Mary Kay. It tells you there's only 10 to 100 people every month. But how many people are you telling about your business now? How many representatives do you have in your business now? And this is my point about online marketing versus old school network marketing. Once you run out of contacts, once you run out of leads, making lists and having meetings, who are you going to call? Who are you going to invite to your home meeting? Who are you going to go sell to? But when you're online, now the people are looking for you. If I can get my information in front of these people, that's 10 to 100 people every month that are looking for me. They're looking for my business. They're looking for and they want to know how to join Mary Kay. Well, that's a question I can answer. I can set up a blog post. I can have my, the women's cosmetic blog. And then under that, I can have a specific topic entitled How to Join Mary Kay. And I'm going to write a 500 to 1,000 word blog post on Mary Kay and what's so great about it. And here's some wonderful things you'll love. And here's the benefits. And hey, here's how you join a Mary Kay. And now I'm not going to talk a lot about blog posts today. That's not the point, because that's a whole nother piece of this that's very important. But right now, this is telling me there's 10 to 100 people every month that want to join Mary Kay. Well, that's great. I don't have to go find these people. They're looking for me, right? So I'm going to take this up here and go back and put this in quotes. I want to see how many results are out there. If someone, if this is a niche you could get into. How to join Mary Kay. Now here it says, here's how to join Mary Kay. Apparently people want to know how to join Mary Kay in Malaysia. There's something about a boxing academy. I have no idea. And then there's apparently people in the Philippines that want to join Mary Kay. So these are all potential markets you could be taking advantage of, possibly, right? I'm going to go ahead and type this in, how to join Mary Kay. Well, there you go. 5 results. You could dominate this. with writing a good blog post, putting a little video on your blog, making sure it's optimized, search engine optimization, it's optimized for the search engines. You could be, this is a YouTube video, and that's, YouTube videos rank higher than post. And you'll see the very second one on here is a blog spot post. You could absolutely tear this up if you had a blog. See, this is a free blog that this individual is using. If you had a blog that had, something specific like women's cosmetics in it, or even if you really wanted to be specific to Mary Kay, you could call it, if your name's Jane, and I'm just example, janesmarykayblog.com. Now you're saying you have a blog specific to Mary Kay, and then the title is going to be, you're going to want to have how to join Mary Kay, right here. Instead of this being I want to be Mary Kay independent, you wanted this to say how to join Mary Kay. And that would all be in how you set up your blog. But I'm just telling you, that with 5 results, and if you have a blog post with a YouTube video in it, you're going to dominate this. And there's only 5 results. So every month, 10 to 100 people are looking, they want to know how to join Mary Kay, and they're looking online, and there's only 5 results here. And I could absolutely dominate this in the search. I would be the number 1 spot up here with my blog post on how to join Mary Kay. And the people are coming to you. And that's 10 to 100 people, every month. You've got people in network marketing. I mean, honestly, not one person. They don't have people join for months, most people fail. They don't ever have anyone join, right? They get involved, they bug all their family members and their friends, their coworkers, no one's interested, no one joins, right? And then they quit. But that's old school network marketing. But if you got online and you had your post right here, and it'd be very easy to get it here, looking at this, 5 results, and 10 to 100 people are looking every day, you could dominate this and have people joining your business. It's that simple, and it also takes a lot of work. You got to do your keyword research, and then you've got to set up your blog right so it's optimized for search engines. But once you do that initial work and you get your blog post out there, it takes time. It might take 3 to 6 months. It might take a year. But once you get out there and you've been consistent, because Google's going to want to know, are you consistently putting out blog posts? Have you been online for a while? They look at things called domain authority and page authority and other items like that. So you're not going to put a blog post out tomorrow. It's not like you can go today, get a free blog post, write something about Mary Kay, put it out there, and you're going to get number 1 spot on Google. That's not going to happen. That's not realistic. But you can get yourself a blog, get yourself a domain name that's specific about your business, and then write a good article that has those keywords in it, how to join Mary Kay. Put together I'm doing a video for you right now on how to do keyword research, right? You put together a little video on how easy it is to join Mary Kay, and you give them specific directions. Here's my phone number if you want to give me a call, or here's the email address, or here's the application, or here's my website, so they know where to go. And you will dominate. You'll be up at the top of this. So hope you understand how to use Keyword Planner. Again, just to go over again, you want to use long-tailed keywords. You want to try to at least 3 words or more. You want to stay away from, if you're 10,000 to 100,000 searches and a million results, it's going to be hard to dominate those areas in the search engines. So you want to look. Again, if you want to use Lisa Torres's recommendation, she says she wants this number, the minimum, to be 100, and she wants your minimum, the largest number for your results to be 100,000 or less. So the 3 long-tailed keywords, 100 searches a month or more, and the results of 100,000 or less. And that you can set up an article, a blog post, whatever it is, get some high-value content out there, meet these people's need, and grow your business. So I'm going to shut that down. And if you got any questions on it, I think I hit everything, but if not, I'm now going to take you to what's called Keyword Finder. And I'm going to tell you, this is the gold standard. I don't even, to be frank with you, be honest with you, I don't use Google Keyword Planner anymore. This is a paid service that I use, and I highly recommend it. And I'll be honest with you, if you find value in this training, if you want to get involved with Keyword Finder, and you purchase from me, I will get a small commission. It's not going to cost you any more, any less, one way or the other. But if you use I have an affiliate link, and if you use it, I'll get a small commission. But I highly recommend getting this app, and I'll show you why it's so important. But to find it, it's KWFinder. You can see up here in the search bar, KWFinder.com. You can just, if you put KWFinder in Google, it's going to come up. I'll start up on the Google page here. But just if you're searching KWFinder, right, and it's going to come up. Keyword Search and Analysis Tool, KWFinder.com. That's what you're looking for. I'm going to go. I've already logged in. That's why I just switched back over to this page. But let's go back. I'm going to use that term we looked at. We looked at the fishing pole, right? That was, if you like fishing, whatever, you want to search for keywords associated with fishing poles. Now, here you see just some general information. These codes, these are ranks. These are search engine rankings. And I'm sorry, this isn't a search. These are other search engine rankings. But what it's telling you is, by the color code, is how hard or easy it is to use these keywords. And it's telling you this is essentially a difficulty indicator. If it's orange or red, incredibly difficult. Yellow is a maybe. Green, you can see, and I just clicked on telescopic fishing rod. Green is go for it, right? And here's why I tell you that. When we looked at the Google Keyword Planner, right? Sorry, you guys can't see my face because of this. But when we looked at the Google Keyword Planner and we looked at fishing pole, it said, well, there's like 900 and something thousand results out there for telescopic fishing rod. So if I'm using that methodology where I say, okay, there's more than 100,000 results out on the internet I'm not going to try, this is where Keyword Finder is the absolute tool that you need. Because now if you look at it, there's 14,000. Well, let me give you some general information. This is the keyword term, fishing pole. There, if you look at this as a trend, and this is just simply the months, right? So this is telling you it's kind of seasonal, and the searches go down. And if you look, it's when it's in October, November, December through February, when it's cold and people generally aren't fishing unless you're ice fishing. So it is kind of seasonal. If you look at fishing rod, now you've been from 14,000, almost 15,000 searches a month to 40,000 searches a month for fishing rod. But look, it's a 47. That's going to be hard to get into. And again, you can see what the trend is here. And now what you're looking at over on this other side, these are the websites that have the top spots. Here's the top 10 spots that would be on the Google search page. Here's BassPro.com. And this is from, I think, Moz.com, so it's a little bit different. But in this case, BassPro.com has it first, and we saw Amazon, and then we saw Walmart. So these are the same sites that I just showed you on Google that we were looking at. And if you look, domain authority is high. They got a 72. Amazon is a 97. And Walmart's a 91. That's hard to beat. Their page authority is only a 1. That's nothing. And they have no other indicators here. They simply got the spot on Google for fishing pole because it's Amazon and their domain authority is 97. Same thing, Walmart, their domain authority is 91. But again, their page authority is a 1, and all these other parts and pieces here that I can talk to you about are 0. So they only rank, and that's why they're telling you they only have a page rank here, a 25 and 33. You could actually build a blog page that beats Amazon and Walmart. Be a little harder to beat BassPro.com. Their domain, it's not impossible. You could do it. Their domain authority is 72, but their page authority, you see, it's a lot higher. It's 39, right? And then they have, this is what calls Moz's. It's their rank of the URL, how much the Moz trust. It has to do with how long the URL has been active on the internet. Now, what's important here is the links. The number of backlinks to your site is very important. If you had shares on Facebook, it would show up here. Shares on Google Plus would show up. All these things Google takes into consideration when they're looking at your web page. And you see here, Amazon and Walmart have none of that. They just have 97 and 91 domain authority because of who they are, right? And BassPro.com is similar, but BassPro.com has a lot more going for it. That's why it's a higher ranked site. But if you look at it, out of the 14,000 hits this gets each each month, 3,600 go to Bass Pro, 1,900 go to Amazon, 1,200 go to Walmart. It's just split between them. So not everybody gets, even if you're in the top spot, you're not going to get everyone's not going to click on your domain. Some people like Bass Pro, so they go to Bass Pro. Other people like Amazon, so they go to Amazon. Some people want to know what's down the street at Walmart, so they go to they look at Walmart. So I hope you understand a little bit about what this does. Again, it's telling you the trend. This is telling you how many searches per month it is. This is cost per click if you were going to be doing AdWords or similar pay-per-click advertising, which I don't do. And then, so honestly, I don't even look at this part. I want to know what the trend is, how many searches per month, and I want to know what color, what number this is here. So again, I'm going to scroll down and go back to our telescopic fishing rod. Now, we looked at that before, and using the Google Planner, we'd have said, hey, we can't do that. But looking at this, there's 4,400 hits per month, and it's ranked at an 18. That's easy. Notice right here it says go for it. That's easy. That's nothing. And again, it's Amazon as the top, then Walmart, then Bass Pro. That's kind of how we saw it set up on the, when we looked in. But again, they just have the domain authority. They have no page authority, and pretty much nothing else going on. They have a few Facebook shares, maybe a couple, 2 Facebook shares with Bass Pro. So you could absolutely come in with a really good blog post, has a YouTube video on it, all about telescopic fishing rods, and you could get up here in these ranks, and you could have 1,000 people, maybe 600, maybe 400 people a month coming to your site, reading your post about telescopic fishing rods, clicking on your affiliate link to Amazon and buying fishing rods, and you're making money, and all you're doing is sitting there. Once it's done, it's done. You may have to update the post every now and then. You don't want to lose your ranking in Google, but because once you get there, you want to stay there, and the best way to do that is add fresh content, add fresh video, change things up. But my point also about being, if you had a blog named the Fishing Pole Blog, right, you could write about any of these topics. So now you're looking, well, what else? You could write about fishing lures. Look at this. There's 22,000 people. This is unbelievable, right? 22,000 people a month are looking for fishing lures. Again, if I was looking at Google Planning or the Google Keyword Planner, saying, geez, 22,000, I'm sure if I check Google, if I check fishing lures, I know there's over 100,000 sources out there. There's no question about that. And again, you can be more specific. You want topwater fishing lures, I don't even know what all here. Now see, again, people want fishing lures for bass, fishing lures at Walmart, so you could write about fishing lures for bass, that's specific, fishing lures for trout, that's specific. But looking at fishing lures, how many resources are out there? Yeah, 513,000. You say, well, I'm not going to try for that. I can't get it. Well, looking at Keyword Finder, yeah, you can. You can get out there. You can get part of this 22,000 people. So even if you got the number 3 hit, spot, number 2, now you got Bass Pro, Cabela's, Amazon. Again, these all have high domain authority, and it takes time to build domain authority. That's why you're not going to do it overnight. But if you build you get really good page authority, high page authority, and here's a page authority of 60, and it's beating someone with a page authority of 78. And again, these are saying for Bass Pro, Cabela's, Amazon. Google wants to offer fresh information. These guys just have it because they're there. But Bass Pro's their rank is 18. That's less than 20, right? Out of 100. So you could do fishing lures. You could sell tackle boxes, right? Still, it's getting a little bit higher, but it's 38. Still Bass Pro's at the top. But now you got mysterytacklebox.com, right? Fishing, let me see, pole fishing. If you want to, that's fishing pole was way up there. Now pole fishing, there's only 2,900 hits, 2,900 searches a month, and it's a 28. You could easily get in here, right, and get into that market. So just shows you how there's a big difference between putting in a generic term and putting in very specific terms. I think what it said, fishing. Like I said before, it's fishing lures for bass. Let's just look at it. And that's what you do with keyword. I don't want to bore you, but this is keyword research. You want to find a niche market that nobody's getting into. and you want to take advantage of it, right? Fishing lures for bass, 1,300 people a month with a 27. You could easily write a 500-word blog post on all the great benefits of these fishing lures for bass and get people to your affiliate page and make a little video, put it on your blog post. Fishing lures, bass fishing lures. I mean, you could write a blog post for each one of those. This could be 1 post, 2 posts, 3 posts, 4 posts, 5 posts, the best bass lures. And by the time you're done, you're talking thousands. Here's thousands of people that are searching for that information a month, and you've got a blog page. And if you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blog pages out there that are hitting top rank in Google, now your domain authority is going to start to increase. Because if you look at this guy, his domain authority is a 12. That's not much domain authority, right? But his page authority is a 17. That's why he's ahead of BassPro.com, right? And what did he use? Best bass fishing lures. What was it? Best fishing lures. Do we see best? And here's best lures for bass. Oh, here you go. Best bass fishing lures. He's got that exact word. It's the name of his blog. Best bass fishing lures. So he did his keyword research. And so if you're looking for best bass fishing lures, and there's 1,544 people that do it, but again, it's ranked to 23. So you can have the fishing pole blog, and then you can have the best bass fishing lures post, or you can have the fishing lures post, or the fishing lures for bass post, and you can start coming in here and eating this up. And now if you click, you can actually go to the site by clicking on these links, bestbassfishinglures.com, and what is it? It's a blog post. Pretty much. That's all this is. This is a guy that wrote a blog post, put in some pictures. But you know what? And you could, you can sit there and actually, he talks about, plastic worms, spinnerbait, crankbaits. If you're a fisherman, you know, jigs, you know how to use all these topwater lures, bass fishing lure selection. So he's got a really long post here. Now what you can do is you can actually copy the post. Well, it's not letting me copy it. Let me see if it'll do it now. It will. And I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to open up Microsoft Word. As soon as it decides to open up, sometime today, it's coming. Everything's running slow. I'm going to open a blank document. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The only thing I want to know, I'm going to paste this now because I just copied it. I just want to keep the words. That's really, I don't want all the pictures, right? But this post, and then it's kind of long. He's got a long one. 2,140 words. Now you don't have to write a blog that's that long, but you do need to. There needs to be between I recommend 800 words, between 500 minimum. 800 to 1,000 is better. You know, when you get really long posts like this, people are intimidated. They don't want to read them. And so what you could do is break it into parts, right? Best Bass Lures Part 1, Best Bass Lures Part 2, and Best Bass Lures Part 3. For some reason, people always want to see what the next part is, right? They'll read it if it's broken into 3 small parts because that seems easier. But if it's a long post, people don't, and I have some, when I write, I have long posts. But you just want to make sure, again, 500, 800 words, 800 to 1,000 words. If you're going to do over 1,000 words, you should break it up into parts. And then you would, and there's a lot more to, I don't want to go all into how to make a post. That's not my point. But I did want you to see that, you know, there was 2,100 words in this guy's post. And he's, right now, he's got the top, right, for Best Bass Lures. So I wanted to look, let's go back and look, I already looked for, before. So that's just, again, an idea of fishing, right? And what did we do before? I did sweaters. And I'm using the same search terms because I want you to see the difference between this and Keyword Planner. Sweaters, it's only 36. Now, this is a really rare case, right, where sweaters, there's 90,545 searches. Almost 100,000 people are searching for sweaters each month. Right now, it is like It is June 1st. Why would you be searching for that many sweaters? Well, a lot of it obviously here in the trend is in the wintertime, which you would expect, but there's still search volume through all year long, and the difficulty is 36. Now, looking at this, you got these sites would be hard to beat. Nordstrom has the top 3 sites, and then this one HM and then LL Bean. But see, you could beat LL Bean, you could beat Amazon, but you'd probably take the 5th place, but you'd still be getting 3,000, on average, depending on time of year, 3,000 hits per month. But before we looked at, I think it was cardigan sweaters for women. Well, here's sweaters for sweaters for women. There's 33,000 searches a month, but it's got some competition there. But if you wanted to sell, there's 6,500 searches for a cardigan sweater every month, and you could blog about that, right? This is interesting, 300,000 searches for cardigan. I don't know what people want with cardigan. But if you know something about cardigan, if you really like cardigan, and if you can write a post about cardigan and make a little video about cardigan, you can, and put in the right keywords, right? You can this is a 30. You could easily dominate this. And I mean, even if you were in the 2nd or 3rd spot, you're getting 40,000, 25,000, people hitting your site a month. Somebody's going to buy something. I mean, even if you got 25,000 people hitting your site, if only 10% buy, that's 2,500 sales in a month. That is just the power of keyword research, and that is the power of using Keyword Finder. So I was just trying to look at some other things. Here we searched before, cardigan sweaters for women. We saw that there were searches for that. Well, there's 5,400 searches a month, and it's a 30, looks like a 35. It's easy, right? You're not going to probably beat Nordstrom, but the second one is a 16. You could get in here if you wanted to do that for those cardigan sweaters for women. So I mean, and here's the deal. If you had, I'm just saying, the sweater blog, number one, 90,000 searches a month. 90,000 searches a month is huge, right? And it's only got a difficulty of 38. Personally, if I was into sweaters, I would go for this. I would have a blog that my domain name, somewhere in it says sweaters. And then you could I'd write a topic about sweaters. I'd write a topic about the cardigan sweater. I'd write something about cardigan. I'd write something about cardigan sweater. Every one of these that are green, that's a blog topic that you can write about. You can come up with 500 to 800 words about each of these topics. Again, pop a little YouTube video in, and then get to these and be making these sales. I don't even know what you'd be making, but and again, I have no doubt that there is Amazon's on here, that you could have an affiliate program with Amazon or some other company and sell their products, right? So, I just want to show again. I was thought of some things that this morning I would look for just to see what was out there. I thought, because it's just the idea. Is this, it's only for some things. No, this is why this program, and that's why I highly recommend you find it. This is the only program I use for keyword research. And if you're serious about your business, you will get yourself a subscription to Keyword Finder. It's about $25 a month, but you got to have it's an annual subscription, so you got to pay for it all at once. If you want to pay it monthly, it's like almost double, $50 a month. So if you've got the money, it'd be about $300. It's $299 a year. But to me, that's $299 a year invested in my business. That this is the thing that makes or breaks you. This is the thing that puts where the rubber meets the road, right? So many topics, and so I wanted to show you. It's not just anything. I thought about, well, flip flops, flip flops. So I mean, I don't even wear flip flops, right? But look, even for now, flip flops. Now that's interesting, right? There's 165,000 people a month looking for flip flops. Are you kidding me? 165,000, and it's 42. Now again, if you had your blog site up for a while and you had a little bit of domain authority and you're really good at writing blog posts, you could get in here and get part of this action. 165,000 searches a month. But let's look. Men's sandals, 60,583 searches a month, and it's rated as a 38. You could easily get into that. Well, actually now it changed, and that does happen. Sometimes when you actually click on these, they change. It's a 37. If you wanted to sell men's sandals through your affiliate program, you can do that, right? Here, strappy. I don't even know what a strappy sandal is. I don't think, but it's a 34. And there's 18,000 people every month that are looking. That's what I'm saying. People are looking for what you've got, whatever it is. If you're like flip-flops, if you're into shoes, set up the shoe blog and start blogging about shoes. Again, make your little video, 10-minute video to put in front of it, and you go. What else? Here, ladies flip-flops, right? 2,500 or 2,359 searches every month. And so if you just scroll down through and you start just finding these keyword phrases, again, every one of these is a topic or keyword phrase that you can use. Here, if you want to sell men's flip-flops or flip-flops men's, there's 2,300 searches, and it's a 33. Get in there and get after it. Let me see. What's another one? Here, this is what I thought. Bell bottoms. I mean, bell bottoms, we're in the 60s, right? They may have made a comeback and I wasn't paying attention, but I thought, who the heck wants bell bottoms, right? Well, apparently 27,000 people a month want bell bottoms, and by this 28, no one's really out there meeting the need, right? It's the keyword phrase is still easy. There's not a lot of competition for this. You could get in here and sell your bell bottom jeans. You could sell bell bottom pants. You know, so if you had the blue jean blog, if you wanted to do, or again, a clothes blog, right? If you had the whatever, the Tom's Wear blog or the something clothing blog, you could be blogging about sweaters. There are a lot of niche markets in the sweaters. You could be writing about shoes. There are niche markets in shoes. You could be writing about jeans. You can scroll through and see, well, you know, these are 3 that are easy. Now, these that have searches, that don't have rankings on them, all you have to do is click on it and see what they are. So in this case, there's 3,600 people a month looking for high-waisted bell-bottom jeans. And it's a 26. 3,600 people standing at your door, standing at your website, wanting to buy your high-waisted bell-bottom jeans. You know, and again, it's you know, it's kind of, if you look at the trend, it may be a little bit seasonal. Another thing you can do is you can search by, and that's kind of what it tells you too. See how it shows you it's the trend here. This search for bell bottoms, that's like all year long. I don't know why, but you could search by trend. You could search by the number, by the search volume, which is I'm going to show you now just to do. So here, I don't even know what look at this. Blow my mind, right? I'm going to have to have a blue jeans blog. Apple bottom jeans, 90,500 people a month are looking for apple bottom jeans. So I'm saying you don't even have to have, and it's a 29. It's a 29. And look, the highest thing up there is a YouTube video. So if you write your blog about apple bottom jeans and you do a little YouTube video and you got your keyword phrase right, apple bottom jeans, so that, you know, I'm just telling you, I'm not in this business, but if I just came out today and I really like blue, I could set up the blue jean blog in a day or so and start blogging about the apple bottom jeans. I don't even know what these are. Flare jeans. 27,000 people looking for flare jeans. 20,000 people are looking for bell bottoms. 22,000 still looking for bell bottoms. 18,000 looking for pants. Flare pants. I know what those are. 8,000 looking for flared trousers. What's that? 21. I mean, there's over 100,000, 150,000. There's thousands of people. I would have never thought this, right? From bell bottoms, but all these people are looking for these products, and you could be right there giving them to them. Okay. So I want to move on and show you now. I told you I'd talk to you a little bit about MLM, and we looked at Mary Kay, and well, I had to actually, it was how to join Mary Kay was a phrase I used, right? Because you want to be very specific. If you're a Mary Kay representative and you want someone to join your business, you want to get right in front of the people that are doing that. So now, how to join Mary Kay is, again, now we know, because remember it said 10 to 100 people. Well, there's actually 32 people a month. That's a lot more specific, but it is a pretty good trend. It's on average 32 people a month every looks like December and January and May, for whatever reason, or high times when people are looking to join Mary Kay. Now again, if you just put in Mary Kay, there's 1 million hits for that, right? 1 million searches. And that'd be hard to get into. But you want to be specific. If you want somebody to join your business, you want to write your blog on how to join Mary Kay, and every month you're going to get in here. And these pinklighthouse.com, here you got marykay.com. That's their website. I would almost think this is most likely a blog. And they're actually on here twice. They're down here again, Pink Light. So they're getting, 8 hits a month from this one. They're getting another hit. So they're getting 9 hits a month. 9 searches a month, right? Let's say now, but here, look, you got 18,100 people looking for Mary Kay products. There's 8,072 looking for Mary Kay makeup. I don't know what that's going to be. Let's see. Let's take in time. Well, there it is. Okay, so if you want to sell Mary Kay makeup, there's 8,000 people a month looking for Mary Kay makeup. And this is a 30. All you have to do is get your website, your blog, if you will, that has your information in front of them, right? Here, look at this. This is Produtos Mary Kay. There's 18,000 people a month, and that's Portuguese. All right, looking for Mary Kay. So this is, and I notice when I look at this, here it is again, Produtos da Mary Kay. Revista Mary Kay. That's Spanish for magazines. There's 5,300 people a month looking for, in some country where they speak Spanish, looking for magazines. I'm not sure what pedidos means. That's not products, but people are looking. Let's see. Again, this is how you do it. I hope I'm not boring you. I know it's been a while. Here, pedido. See, pedidos means. We'll see what it means. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, orders. How to place an order, or to place an order. So here, what we're seeing through Mary Kay is you've got 4,400 people every month in some country, right, where they speak Spanish. They want to know how to place a Mary Kay order. So you could, and we saw when we searched for Mary Kay before, right, the Philippines. So there's probably people in the Philippines, and this is a global business. You can get your blog posts, your articles translated to Spanish, and you could get in front of these people. Mary Kay sales. There's 484 people looking for that. Mary Kay reviews. Now this is good. This is a good way. This is low. This is a 28. It's a good way to get in front of people. You can do a Mary Kay review and tell all the great things about Mary Kay products, and then at the end of it, you leave your link how to get to your site. And there's 2,400 people a month that are looking for Mary Kay reviews. Now, remember we saw, look at this, Mary Kay representative, right? There was only 32 people a month looking for how to join Mary Kay. So the difference in the keywords makes a difference. Because if you go down to the Mary Kay representative, where did it go? I lost it. Here we go. There's 480 people a month looking to join Mary Kay as a representative. So again, if you could, that's a 45. It'd still be hard to get into, but it's not impossible. But I would start with the areas that are green. Again, build your domain authority, build your page authority, and see what you come up with. I remember there was a Mary Kay. And I mean, this list will go on forever. But I want to look for something like Mary Kay. Like if you said I want to be a Mary Kay representative. Okay, there's 480 people looking for that. I think we talked about that's a 45. So, but I think Mary Kay, they're called beauty consultants. So there are people looking for Mary Kay beauty consultants. Yeah, 720. But again, they're, that's a little bit higher to get to. Mary Kay consultant, 3,600. You got 390 looking for Mary Kay makeup. Now here's one, selling Mary Kay. Here's 677 people a month that are interested in selling Mary Kay. So while you may not be able to get into this 720 because it's got a 53, well, right down here, your keyword research, you can get almost the same number, but now it's at a 37. You could easily get in there. Here's 2,400 people looking for a Mary Kay starter kit. If you've got a Mary Kay business and you want to sell starter kits, there's 2,400 people a month looking for it, and it's rated at what is that, 35? 20? I'm sorry, 25. So no one is out there really meeting this demand. This guy that's got the second place spot is a 10. Again, with a good blog and a little YouTube video in the front of it, you could easily eat that up. So you can use this tool to get people in I just have tried to show you. It doesn't matter whatever it is you want to get into. If you want to what I said, like fishing poles or sweaters or flip-flops or bell-bottom jeans, I'm just saying you could take anything. And if you've got a business already, an online business, a multi-level marketing, a network marketing business, you can have the people that are looking to join your business coming to your door. You can have the people who want to join your business. And I just said that, I'm getting tired. Join your business, come to your door. You can have the people who are looking for your products come to your door. So I hope that makes sense to you. If you got any questions, just leave some comments at the bottom of the blog, and I will answer any questions that you put down on there. And if this has been of value, please let me know if I've taught you anything of value. You can share it, because when you share it, if you share it with your friends on Facebook, I'll start getting Facebook links. And if you share it on Google, I'll start getting some on Google Plus. I'll start getting some hits there, and which is important. And most of all, if you decide you want to use Keyword Finder, I'm just asking you to do me the favor and please sign up through my link. My link to Keyword Finder is on the blog page. It is an affiliate. Once you start with Keyword Finder, you can become an affiliate and sell it as well. And I would appreciate your business. And that was I think it was the last thing I wanted to show you was keyword research. If I wanted to sell, you get Keyword Finder. Let's say you sign up at my link and then you become an affiliate. I'm looking for research, keyword research. Now, when you say, well, I want to do this, I want to get into keyword research. No, you don't. No, you don't. Look at this. Everything up here, just almost as far as the eye, you can just keep scrolling. Do you see any green? Oh, here's one. And there's people searching for enter keywords, and that's a 31. Okay, so but I'm just saying, if you look at all this market for keyword research is there's a lot of competition. And again, but now here's a niche. I didn't know this existed, but if I wanted to write and I will actually write a blog on how you enter keywords, and then I'll put my affiliate link, say, hey, I'm going to recommend, here's Keyword Finder, and look, this guy is a 23, a 36, a 23. Those guys should be easy to displace with your blog. But there are some things like that you would not want. The competition is going to be great. So, but is Keyword Finder a great online tool? You found this through a blog on how to make money online. So there are other ways to get your products out in front of the people that want to use them. Keyword Finder is an online search tool. It's for online marketing. Like I say, to me, it's the best product out there. And the way to get it in front of people is to put, if you got people that want to know, how do I market my business online? How am I going to make money online? Once you have people starting to join your business, if you have network marketing or multi-level marketing, you teach them how to market their business online. Then they'll buy their Keyword Finder from you. There's just so many things you can do with this business with Keyword Finder. I mean, you could go to a company that's not even online or has no presence online. You could go to the local whatever Ace Hardware store or local whatever in town, local plumber, he doesn't have any online presence, right? Say, hey, let me do some keyword research for you and show you how to get on the internet. And then you could find a niche market for the guy and go to him and show him. Put together a post that starts bringing in business, and then charge the guy a fee. I mean, there's just so much you can do with these kinds of tools if you set your mind to it and you understand how to read them. So I know it's been long. This is a lot longer than I usually want to go. It's been a little bit over an hour. If you've hung in there the whole time, I really appreciate it. I hope you have a really great day. And again, if this has been helpful to you and you got other people in your business or in your groups or Facebook, please share it. And again, if you want to use Keyword Finder, I'd appreciate your business if you'd purchase that or sign up for your subscription through my link. This is Tom Dahl again with the DTS Work From Home blog, and you guys have a good day.